This book started out as a 5-minute segment on ABC TV's The Weekly program. It was inspired by the best-selling book 12 Rules for Life, and it was a joke. I took issue with the fact that author Jordan Peterson only had 12 rules. 12 rules for life! That's madness, because I have more than 12 rules just for the bathroom. After the segment went to air, I kept being stopped by people wanting to know where they could buy this book that didn't actually exist, called 488 Rules for Life. It was suddenly apparent that I wasn't the only crackpot out there who loves rules, so I decided to do the book for real, but it is still a joke, because even I admit that 488 is a lot of rules. And there it is, all of them, all in there. One of the ones that really resonates that I always forget about is the rule, lower your expectations, that way you can never be disappointed. People often think I'm a pessimist, but I think I'm an optimistic pessimist, because if I think the worst, then I'm only ever going to be happy, because the worst rarely happens. So I'm always one step ahead by thinking the worst. So it's actually a good way to be. All these people with their unbearable positivity, you don't need to be like that. One of the rules that has really stood out as something that seems to really offend people, there's a couple actually. One of them is no FaceTiming in public, people that walk around talking and looking at the person. Everyone hates that one. And also stand back from the baggage carousel at the airport. Whenever I talk about that one on stage, it gets a huge cheer. And then I think, well, if everyone agrees with it, who are the idiots still standing around the baggage carousel? It feels like it's a universal rule that everyone agrees with, and yet every time I get to the baggage carousel, everyone's crowded around it and you can't get in. So what's going on, people? Oh, headphones. Not wearing headphones, either on a tram, on public transport, on planes. People just either on speakerphone or watching something. I was sitting behind a girl on a plane who was just watching something on her phone, just a video. And she was watching it for ages. And eventually I just thought I'll be quite passive-aggressive about it. And I leant forward and I tapped her on the shoulder and I said, oh, would you like some headphones? And I offered her some. And she went like this. She went, no, thank you. I just went, well, you know what that is? I blame the parents. That's bad parenting. Because what should happen is you should learn the words mum, dad, and then your next word should be headphones, please. That's what kids need to learn. Headphones, headphones, headphones. If people would just, even if they just take a couple on board, I think it will make the world a nicer place, especially on the road. If people could just be a bit more courteous on the road, just a courtesy wave when someone lets you in, it just makes you feel good. There's so much anger on the roads. I don't get road rage. I do probably inspire quite a bit of it because I drive very slowly. But when I let someone in, the only thing that makes me angry on the road is if they don't just give me a bit of an acknowledge. That's all I want, and then I'm happy. I'll stand there and let you in all day if you'll just give me a wave. And the same with pedestrians crossing the road. When you stop for a pedestrian, the pedestrian should just give you a tip of the hat. It just makes everyone's day. And just if you can make everyone a bit happy, a bit more relaxed. Yeah, I think it'll work. I'm here to help.